This is traumatizing to even talk about. Good morning, America, and any other country watching. Today, or tonight, I guess, I'm going to be talking to you about my experience with COVID. Yes, I had COVID about 4 months ago now. I got it right around Christmas, New Year's time. And I'm going to explain the entire story of how I contracted it and everything that happened. And I'm going to talk about like all the symptoms that I had and everything, and like how it's like affected me now, I guess, like still to this day. So for starters, I got COVID. I've tested positive for COVID the day before New Year's Eve. So December 30th, 2020. And me and my family all caught it because we were visiting people in our family out of state for the holidays. And yes, I know we shouldn't have gone on vacation, but we did. So it is what it is. We caught COVID. Everybody in our family that we visited caught COVID. So it was just like COVID frenzy everywhere. Me and a few other people in my family tested negative while a few others tested positive. So me and all the people who tested negative flew back home because we didn't think that it was safe for us to be in the house with people who did test positive. And the only reason why we flew back home is because we tested negative. And I had been feeling like a little bit sick, but not like as much as severe as like people who've like had COVID like feel when they have COVID and like talk about their experience with it. So me and a few other people in my family decided to go back home because we were cleared to fly because we tested negative, and all the people who tested positive stayed where we were. So as soon as I got back home, I started feeling worse and worse. So I tested again, and I tested positive, and everybody else who flew back home tested with me and they tested positive as well. So I guess like the virus just didn't get detected the first time we got tested. And that's the reason why I said I tested positive the day after Christmas, because when we all got tested the day after Christmas, some of us tested negative, but the others tested positive. But then we tested again December 30th, and the rest of us tested positive. So moving on from that, I now have COVID, and obviously I was very, very, very worried hearing all like the horror stories of people who've had COVID, and like I was obviously worried about everyone in my family because a lot of people were a lot older and may not have been able to like fight the virus as well as I was. But to I guess spoil it, we all made it out alive. We're all still alive, so that's good. But the symptoms that I experienced, I did not lose my sense of smell, luckily. My sense of taste, I didn't lose it, but things definitely tasted weird a little bit. Like I had Chipotle and I was trying to like just eat, drink. Cause like when you're sick, you don't want to eat, but like you have to eat because that'll like help your body have energy to fight the virus off. So I was just trying to eat different things like Chipotle, Starbucks, anything. And it just tasted like really spicy. Like it just all tasted really spicy. Like I had a poke bowl, it tasted really spicy. A burrito bowl from Chipotle, it tasted really spicy. I had a grilled cheese from Starbucks and it tasted amazing as it usually does. So that's how I know that I didn't lose my taste or anything. I didn't lose my smell at all. And that's like the reason why I felt like I didn't have COVID. When we had flew back home, I was like, oh, I tested negative. And even if I have like a little cough, I didn't lose my smell, my taste or anything. So I don't have COVID. But like my taste started getting weird as the days went by, but that didn't last for too long. Another symptom that I experienced is like whenever I would eat anything, I would get full off of like 2 bites. So it would take me like hours to eat like a bowl from Chipotle because after like 2 bites, I would get so full to the point where I felt like I was gonna throw up. So I like set it down and then like would just like keep trying to eat on it all day because like once again, I was like, I need to eat. Like I can't not eat. It definitely isn't like one of those like cold flu type of things because I didn't really have like I guess I did have a runny nose. I wasn't really coughing much. I didn't really have a sore throat, but like I just felt like all over like in my body, like I felt weak. I felt tired. I felt like kind of achy at times. Like I felt cold and then I felt really hot. So that like is definitely something that I guess like you feel when you have the flu, but like most other things like a sore throat, runny nose, that type of stuff, I didn't have that. So it was just very confusing, like hearing all these different things and like people have gone through that you typically go through when you get COVID and not really going through them. But like I knew that I had tested positive, so it was just like weird. And I was really worried, obviously. It was really hard for me to breathe. Like I was on the plane flying back home and I had to have my mask on, obviously. And I felt like I could not breathe, like I was suffocating in my mask. So I like was about to have a panic attack. I was about to have a panic attack 5,000 feet in the air, and they would have probably had to like eject me with a parachute or something because I felt like I was about to like burst out of my seat. Like I could not breathe. And I only had issues breathing when I had my mask on, not when I had my mask off. And like I quarantined obviously when I got back home and tested positive. And we went back to test, I think January, like a week later. And I tested negative, but I was the only one in my family to test negative. Everyone else still tested positive. So I obviously like was trying to nurse them back to health because I knew like I didn't have to quarantine and not be around them because I had just had it. So I can't get like contaminated again, or that's what they say. So like I was like trying to nurse them back to health. Oh, and let me give you a few tips of what helps me get back to the get back of when I did not have COVID. And this is probably the reason why I like tested negative so quickly because other people weren't doing this. If you ever get COVID, take your medicine, take your vitamins, Dayquil, NyQuil, all of that. But eat a lot of like citrusy, like acidy stuff, like lemon. I mean, I wouldn't eat a lemon, but like if you want to eat a lemon, then eat a lemon. But like lemon water, oranges, grapefruit, stuff like that. And like make a pot of boiling water and just put every thing in your seasoning cabinet in it. Pepper, garlic, cumin, stuff that's like all the way in the back that you got like 2 years ago. Put all of that in there. Everything that's in your cabinets. There's nothing that you shouldn't put in there. Like cumin, cloves, ginger, cardamom, like all of that, like Food Network type. Put all of that in there. Put some tea bags in there too. Some lemon juice along with the lemon, the entire lemon. Obviously, like squeeze the lemon juice out, but like after that, put the lemon skin in there, and just like breathe like the water vapor in. And then once you're done breathing all the water vapor, put cayenne pepper in there too. Definitely put some spicy stuff in there. Once you like your nose and everything clears, because like you'll get like a runny nose from it, drink it. And it's going to be absolutely disgusting. But put some honey in it because honey's good for like if you're sick too. So put some honey in it so it's not that bad. But drink it. And like drink it like literally as hot as you can. Like this is like too hot to drink. Drink it like literally like at this level. This level is too hot. This level is just cold enough to not be too hot. Drink it right here. And it'll like just clear everything. Like I would breathe the smoke in and my lungs felt cleared up, and I would drink it, and then like my food pipe or whatever also felt cleared up. And I would do that every day, every night. And I tried to get everyone in my family to do it, and they did it sometimes, but I was like, it was like a mission of mine. Like I did that like it was like my daily routine. And also sleep a lot. Like that's all I did. I would sleep for like 12 hours, wake up at like 12 p.m., 1 p.m., eat something, and then take a nap at like 3 again. And go wake up at like 5, and then go back to sleep after like eating again at like 10 p.m., 11 p.m. So yeah, do that with the pot and the spices and stuff. Take your medicine, take your vitamins, and sleep. Do that. And hopefully I get the vaccine soon because they just made it available in my state for people over 18 to get it. And I'm definitely going to be making a video about that. The after effects, I feel like afterwards it made me less scared of COVID because I feel like COVID is just this thing that like puts fear into everybody's hearts. And it's just like, after I got it, like it was bad. Like I'm not sitting here and saying like it wasn't bad, but it was just like the fear of the unknown was gone because I knew what it was like to have it. So it was like I wasn't as scared of it as like I feel like anybody would be who hasn't had COVID before. I still don't want to get it again. I'm still very cautious, but like the fear of like this like big monstrous thing is gone now. And like I've been through that before. Like I've gotten bitten by a spider before. I'm still very scared of spiders, but I'm not as scared of spiders as I was before I got bit. Like I got bit by a huge spider. So like I had gone through like the whole pain and everything of getting bit by a spider, dealing with it. So like now like I'm not as scared to get bit by a spider because I already know what to expect. But I still am scared of spiders, so don't get it twisted. I guess like I think my immunity at this point has ran out because it's been like 3 months. So obviously like I still wear my mask and wash my hands and stuff, but they say that you're immune for 3 months after you get it and then test negative again. Me and my family are all good. I was stuck in that house for like an entire week, and my parents and my entire family was like stuck in the house for like 2 weeks because I was like the only one who tested negative after 1 week. But like that was so like miserable. Like I think COVID does as much to your mental health as it does to your physical health. Like you're worried, you think you're gonna die, you think if anyone that you know also has it might die. And like just having to like be in the house with nothing else going on except like you in pain and like fatigue and everything is hard. It was hard, but I made it out alive, literally. I do want to get vaccinated, so I'll probably make a video about that. Peep the thrifted shirt that I got in my other thrifting video a while back. And yeah, that was the time that I had COVID. I am so thankful that I'm better now. I'm so thankful that I don't have any of like the lasting effects. Like people lose their smell when they have COVID and still can't smell anything. So glad that didn't happen to me. I pray and have sympathy for anyone that did happen to. I don't think anyone in my family lost their smell either. So maybe that's just like a genetic thing. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want more like videos, I guess, or like have questions about anything else COVID related, and I can do like a COVID Q&A video. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, or whatever time you're watching this. I will see you in the next video. Bye.